Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 21. I got so many questions from last episode. I seriously cannot comprehend why King Bradley just went away. Why he wasn't not trying to kill everybody else, because yeah, he saw how they kill Lost, and since they were so weakened, because yeah, their state was very weakened, Mustang, I don't think he was able to fight for much longer. Obviously, Hawkeye didn't have any bullets. Al was kind of broken. I am still in doubt why he left them live, because yes, he could have easily just go there, kill them quickly, and that's it, no more witness, and he will have said, oh no, they died thanks to the monster that attacked, just as I said in my previous video. Perhaps, and this is obviously just something I'm kind of deducing, perhaps because these are important sacrifice, and it doesn't matter if they know, because they believe they discover the center of it, and he will stop them, or he will look for them closely, or at least closer than before. So yes, I still have so many questions because I do not understand the plan of the homunculi. I still have so many doubts about it. But anyway, that is the fun part about the episode. That is the fun part about the series, that they keep you away from the answers until they want to give you the answers. But anyway, I'm going to start to ramble way too much, so yeah, let's just cut all of this, cut this presentation, and watch the video, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the 21st episode of the series. I have said this so many times with this series that it's amazing the way the series can change from something silly to something, I don't know, funny, to something serious, to something dramatic. It's amazing the pacing this series could have. And the episode is no exception. First, we start obviously with something surprising for me. At least I don't remember seeing this before. How Mustang is scolding Hawkeye. Most of the time is the other way around. Is usually Mustang being scolded by Risa. But in this time, in this occasion, it was the other way. So yeah, it's amazing. It's kind of seen like a unicorn or something like that. It's so rare for this to happen. But yes, I love the reason behind that. That she practically gave up in the last episode. Once she knew that Mustang was dead, she kind of gave up. And yes, she didn't even have the complete reason, or she didn't have the whole information, but just the thought of Mustang being dead was enough to Risa to lose control, and that is, again, that speaks volumes of the relationship between Risa and between Mustang. Yeah, as I said in my previous commentary, in the previous commentary of the previous video, I love the idea of the relationship between these two. I love it, I ship them, and yeah, there is nothing you can do to convince me otherwise. Yes, I know that in the military you should not have kind of a relationship, or this type of relationship between between comrades. I think that is the better word to say here. But come on, the aura that these two have around their relationship is just too strong. Anyway, we discover something terrible within this kind of odd situation. In this case, one of the members of the Mustang squad, let's say, for a lack of a better word, for a lack of a better term, has been paralyzed from the legs down. So yeah, he cannot move his legs. And this is taken into the next step, because yes, it's not just one scene. It's kind of depressing once you figure it out. It's terrible, but again, it's not just one scene. And this leads to one of my favorite moments of Mustang. In this case, is how Mustang treat his men. He said, abandon me. I'm not useful for you because I no longer can move my legs. So yeah, you don't need a piece that you cannot move. Because yes, the rest of the men are so loyal to Mustang that yes, even themselves consider pieces for this gigantic chess play. But Mustang doesn't. And I love the way that yes, he can use some people. He can use the ability of some people, like the marksman of Risa, because yeah, she kind of functions as his personal guard and other functions, obviously, and the abilities of the rest. Because yeah, we have a technology guy, Ferry, I think is the name. We have another marksman that can, well, used to be able to move around more freely. And yes, everyone is using their ability. I'm still not sure of the ability of the rest, because I don't remember that from the last iteration of the series, and I haven't seen that in this one. But anyway, yeah. He's using the abilities, but he appreciates the person, because as we remember in the last episode, he was so worried for this guy, for oh god, I forgot his name. Well, for him, once he saw that he was hurt by Lost, and now he's worried because yes, he no longer can use his legs, and that is terrible. That is the least thing that Mustang wanted. But instead of just discarding him like yes, a chess piece, he said, okay, I'm going to leave you here, but hurry up and catch up to me. We'll see you on the top. So yeah, that speaks volumes of the determination of Mustang and the way he sees the people who is loyal to him. That he is not just going to abandon him, and once he's on the top, he doesn't care anymore about them. No, he's going to be loyal to those people. He's going to help them. Perhaps not in the top, perhaps not, perhaps even earlier than when he's in the top. And yes, I'm speaking kind of, oh yes, he's going to be in the top. Yeah, that's how motivating Mustang is. But yes, I love that attitude of Mustang. I love him, and that's why I didn't believe when he said that you just killed the lieutenant before. I didn't want to believe it, and I was right. But I honestly think that a lot of people was in the same mentality that I was once they watch that moment, that particular moment. So yeah, it's not that big of an accomplishment to say, oh yes, I was right. But anyway, yes, we saw this, and we saw a lot more. Again, this is just the first scene, and it speaks volumes. Well, the first scene with several other scenes, you're right. Those are the Mustang scene. Then, of course, we got the moment between Ed, Al, and Winry, in which, of course, they speak about how probably the body of Al can be decomposing in the other side of the door. But I like the theory that actually Ed is shorter than normal because he's kind of like a pregnant woman. He's eaten by two, so yeah, the nutrients are spreading out into these bodies because their minds are connected, because they both did the alchemy, the circle alchemy, and they try to revive the mother. Perhaps that's why the thing that they want to revive looks like well, it was a man, it wasn't a woman. I don't know, perhaps. But yeah, it's pretty funny how they try to explain, and I love how they use the character of Winry to explain this, because yes, usually she's the least informant about alchemy, so yeah, it's pretty useful. And this is when they discover that probably King Bradley is behind the homunculus, or is connected to the homunculi. So yes, another piece of the puzzle that they need to solve. And of course they know that all of them are sacrificed, and I mean Mustang, Al, and Ed. My guess, Mustang has seen the door too, but I don't know what he sacrificed to see said door. So yeah, we still don't know a lot of stuff from Mustang. We don't know a lot of stuff that I want to know for all the suspicious. We have a brief appearance from Mayor Armstrong. It's very brief, but this is kind of the segue to see exactly what is going to happen. We discover that they hide the giant door, the entrance to the giant door, thanks to alchemy, and that's again when we discover that Scar is back to the city. He took a longer route, my guess, or he took a long time to arrive to the city because yeah, he needs to be hidden. He cannot be in the open, and he cannot take any public transport. So yeah, therefore a lot slower. So that's why it took so much time for him to reach this city. And I love the plan that they need to bait out the rest of the homunculi thanks to Scar, or using the Scar and using Ed as a bait. Why? Because they want them as a sacrifice, so they will try to protect Ed and Al and still look good, especially King Bradley. So yeah, they're going to try to protect them. Of course, it's a lot harder when it's just two of you, so they use now our Langfa and the other dude. I don't remember the name. Sorry, I kind of bad memory for names. But yes, they use them, and something happens, and I mean something related to Mustang and their men. The fact that they now figured out that Marco is dead, and obviously there is no hope, or at least it looks like there is no hope for the recovery of one of his men. This is the scene I speak about, that yes, actually Mustang is not going to abandon his men, and obviously we saw in a very funny way how Ed is trying to repair everything, help everybody, so Scar can notice them and attack. And this is when the action part of the episode starts, after a brief moment of comedy thanks to Ed, Al, and of course Mustang. And yeah, Scars took the bait and started to attack, and it's a very interesting fight to see now Al using alchemy the same way that Ed can use it, and how they relay the plan to Mustang. And obviously we saw every single piece of the puzzle, but not of this kind of play, on place. Unfortunately for them, King Bradley is the one who respond to the correct call. Well, fortunately and unfortunately, because yeah, this is part of the plan. And using gluttony, they start to attack. They are stopped for a moment thanks to these foreign people. I sound so terrible and so racist when I said that. But anyway, yeah, foreign to this country. That is not incorrect. But yes, and this is the moment, very impactful moment, because yeah, once you see for the first time King Bradley, you don't see him more than an old man. But once you start to see him move incredibly fast, and yes, I know I have seen him fight against Greed before, but it's amazing the way that King Bradley can move. Even a highly trained ninja like Lei Fan, I think was her name, was having problems against King Bradley. She was slow. She couldn't react so fast. She couldn't react fast enough to avoid King Bradley. That is amazing, and yes, that speaks volumes of the power of the homunculus. They are technically immortal, and yeah, they have a strength that goes beyond of the human strength. It is fascinating to see this fight, or is going to be fascinating to see this fight, because now they will know that King Bradley is behind this, and King Bradley will no longer be able to put his facade of the worried grandpa. Yes, this changed the game completely for all of them. And I don't know what is going to happen. Because I think they pretty much reveal who father is. Yeah, I think everybody who saw this anime before and whoever is going to see the anime after pretty knows who father is. And yes, it's literally, I'm going to say this in case you don't want to hear it, just skip, I don't know, 15 seconds ahead. Is the father of Ed and Al. So, what is going to happen with this? What is the purpose of this person to try to sacrifice everybody else? What is the purpose of this guy? Because we know that he's pretty old. So, yes, there are, again, this show answers some questions but put a lot more after the fact. So, yeah, that is exciting and I cannot wait to see the next episode. But I think I exhausted the topic of this one. I hope you enjoy it and I have nothing else to say but thank you for your attention and see you on the next one. Bye.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like, so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read, and yeah, once more, thanks and see you on the next one.